All right. Hi, guys. It's Claudia from Hands to Paws and on YouTube from What's Up, Dog, where we are the home of groom, style, and swag. And on YouTube, we talk all things dogs. However, I'm just getting that YouTube channel really started. And so I'm figuring out the content, which is all things dogs. All right. Hurricane Ivan is upon us. Tonight's live was going to be a live Q&A where you could just talk to me personally about questions for your dogs. But the only question that we should have for our dogs right now is their immediate and utter safety. And I promised yesterday, Jackson, that I would post the shelters in the area that are dog friendly. If you don't already have a plan, if you are that last minute person, you're everybody's dogs. We are going to potentially, we already have evacuations for Citrus County. So we are potentially looking at 125 miles sustained winds. And coming from South Florida, where I personally have been through many hurricanes, you just don't know what to expect. So best case scenario, we're in for an incredible inconvenience. Worst case scenario, everybody is safe. So when we did the 4th of July lives, we talked about breakaway collars. Lots of breakaway collars. You do not want your animal running and getting stuck and twisting and choking on anything. So you want your animals all to have contact information on them in case they get startled, scared. You just never know what could happen to make a dog run. So you want to make sure that they have a breakaway collar and they have contact information, okay? Tomorrow, those in Citrus County, there are Tractor Supply and horse feed stores. If you go there, they have the bands they would put around cattle. They're in different colors. They have adhesive, and you can literally put that around. It's breakaway, and you can write your contact information, the dog's name. Because remember, the only dog that you're in jeopardy of being bit by is a scared dog, okay? The number one biter is a scared dog. So please remember that if during after the storm, you find dogs running somewhere that if they're scared does not mean they're aggressive. And the next thing you need to do is contact the local humane society, because and the animal control in Citrus County, which I'll make sure those are posted up first thing tomorrow, along with the animal shelters that accept dogs. You want to make them aware because everybody's going to call them first. So, okay, so breakaway collars, contact information. If you don't have any of that, don't you worry about it. Go get a piece of paper and tape it on your dog. Tape it. If you have horses, we're in Citrus County, Florida, right next to Ocala, the horse capital of the world. So it is not unusual for people in this area to have horses and or cattle. Okay, so make sure they are marked. It is critical during a storm. Even if the worst thing we get is a category 1 or 2 and a lot of rains, if a tree falls, a limb falls, something startles your animal, you want to make sure you have contact information and breakaway collars. Whew, Ivan's a big storm. It is a big storm. And, prayers for everybody where there is water. Please evacuate. I know in our area, we have a lot of people in trailers. Do not leave your animals unattended. Do not leave your animals unattended. And if you are putting them in a kennel, let's say you're in a concrete home and you're putting that animal in a kennel, please make sure that their contact information is on them other than tags on a collar, because tags on a collar can get caught in a crate and they can twist, and you don't want to have that drama. So make sure there's contact information. 3 days of food and water. The storm isn't supposed to hit until tomorrow afternoon. I was in PetSense in Beverly Hills. They had plenty of food. I was Pet Supermarket in Inverness. also still has plenty of food. I saw Winn-Dixie was getting a little low, and I wasn't in Publix today, but the stores still have plenty of food. You want enough food for your animals for 3 days. And here in our county, I can't speak for every county, but I can speak for Citrus County. A gas was available all day. Some gas stations didn't have out. There were not horrendous waits. People were able to get all the supplies that they needed. In our area, we have not seen a storm like this since 2018, and that was Michael, and he went and hit the Panhandle. Keeping in mind that Andrew was supposed to hit up here and turned around and hit Miami. So, but we want to be prepared, right? The worst thing that can happen is a major inconvenience. The best thing can happen is you are completely prepared in case of an emergency. 3 days full of food and water for just your dog. For just your dog. Okay? 3 days, wee pads, an area if you cannot leave your house that your dog can eliminate. Okay? Things are things because if you're stuck in your house, that'll get stinky quick. Okay? So you want to have a pre-plan, paper towels, cleaning agents. You know, at Hands to Paws, we only recommend Odoban. Odoban, Odoban, Odoban. Odoban is also commonly sold at the dollar store. So it's a super great dog tip. Odoban, it'll get rid of the odor of urine. It'll get rid of the odor of defecation. It is what the veterinarians use to clean their clinics, okay? Odoban, and you can get Odoban at the dollar store. I'm not going to recommend bleach due to fumes. So an area that your dog can eliminate safely. You do not want to be out if we're having bans that can become dangerous. Okay, watch out for falling trees, falling limbs. Please, everybody, be careful. 3 days, food and water, activity. Especially if you have a young dog. If you have a very young dog, energy must go somewhere. So if your dog is cooped up for a couple days, you definitely want to take that energy and direct that energy, right? Because energy must come out somewhere. So toys for the dogs, activities, okay? And 3 days of food and water, contact. Let me see if I do have my comments on. I apologize, guys. As Ivan comes to comments. Beautiful. Put the link up, Jesse, and put the link up for, hey, Allison, what's up, dog? Hey, girl, are you all bunkered in with the kids and the dogs? Contact information. Remember, tape and a piece of paper and a pen is all you need. None of this costs money. You can go to our Amazon store because Gaston is right behind Ivan. And I believe there's another storm right behind. We're in the height of it. And the pigs, that's great. Got the pigs. So Allison can attest. You have everybody marked. Everybody's good and has markers on them. So Gaston's right behind him. So if you're making do or you're already set up for this hurricane, know that we may have a couple more tropical storms. The season doesn't end until November 1st. And so far it's looking like it's about to get busy. But this is the height of the season. So we do have the store posted. Just look there, Jessie Soul. She posted the link to the Amazon store. And if Sky has a chance, she's working on a hurricane preparedness kit. Sorry, guys, we were late. I wasn't expecting Ivan. The salon, if you are in our community, if you are in Citrus County, the salon will be closed no later than 2 o'clock. Our salon, the team at Hands to Paws, will be home safe and sound no later than 2 o'clock. However, if you don't want to be caught, my dog went to Hands to Paws today. You don't want to be caught in the house with a dog that might already be a little stinky. Call us. We're there. We are going to be on a skeleton staff tomorrow. And if we can get there, if this is a minor inconvenience and they tell us we can leave the house Thursday, we will have a skeleton crew there on Thursday. Okay. So don't you worry. We are right there for you. If you have questions, if you have needs, if you need information, call the salon, and we will be checking all the messages. So let's go through dog safety, Hurricane Ivan tips again. There is no reason under the sun not to have your dog have contact information. Okay, expect the unexpected in a storm like this. Safety is first. Breakaway collars with information. If they're on a breakaway collar and they got caught, they might lose their information. So again, we have local feed stores. You have till tomorrow afternoon. They're all still open. Our community is amazing for places staying open for the community. We live a really great community. You want the bands that go around for the horses or the livestock. You're looking for livestock bands. That goes around it automatically, and you can put your name, your dog's name, and so that they have contact information. Lord forbid. I have a friend that contacted me from another state telling me that her dog got out. Her dog wound up running around with another dog. However, your odds, every day that goes by, your odds of finding the dog are less, but usually it'll be within the first 3 days that you'll find him if you're going to find him. And she did, thank God. Loud noises, bangs, debris flying, safe places for the dog, bathroom, closets, especially if they have storm trauma. If they have storm trauma and you have a thunder jacket is a nice secure jacket that goes on the dog, and that may help calm them down. If they are not a very large dog, you can take a blanket and literally swaddle them like a baby, and that may help calm them down. Or if you have CBD in the house, and if you don't, please go to your local stores and pick up CBD for dogs, and that is a wonderful calming agent. I know, again, I was at our local pet store, and I got, it's at my training company in Fort Lauderdale's name was Heavenly Hounds, and they had Heavenly Hounds. In fact, I meant to have it up here for this live. They have Heavenly Hounds calming treats. It was like $4, and I bought one for my large dog, Balto. So, closets, remember, the dogs can feel the pressure, the barometric pressure in the air. So bathrooms are really great safe haven for dogs. Please do not leave your dog unattended if you need to evacuate. Please do not leave your dog unattended. Okay. I'm not getting any comments. I'm going to stay on for a minute. Tie it around them. Yeah. Tie it around them, right? Dogs and cats need to be marked. Okay. Yes. I can't say enough about contact information. Enough. 3 days, food and water. Okay. Hope you have all your flashlights and your batteries. I know that when I went out, all those things were gone. Again, coming from an area where, I've seen trees come up and, go up in the air and come down like an arrow and go in between kitchens. I've had children. Hey, Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to Georgia to Tuesday's house. I thought that was a really great idea. If I thought I had time Tuesday, I'd book. I mean, I think we have 6 dogs for tomorrow. We're in, guys. We're in. We're there. We don't have anything better to do until the storm gets here anyway, so we're there. But you want to be prepared. Where Tuesday, if you have horses, you leave them out. Hey, nail polish. Yeah, we can polish all our nails and all the dogs' nails. Tuesday has Carrie Blues. So contact information, 3 days, food and water. 3 days, food and water for just your dog. Just your dog. Activities. Do not leave them in a crate abandoned. Breakaway collars, bathrooms, calming agents, and medications. If your dog needs medication and you need to leave, please make sure that medication is packed. And you also, if you're going into a shelter, you will need their records. Make sure you have your dog's paperwork like you have your driver's license. Okay? Make sure you have your dog's paperwork like you have your driver's license. It shows that they are vaccinated. No point nail polish phone number on stomach. Can you see my, you know what my shirt says? Okay. So Tracy at Hands to Paws made me this shirt. It's great. It says it on the report card police. So when you come into Hands to Paws and your dog is getting checked in, that's the card that follows them from the minute you walk in to the minute you leave, and you leave with the card. That card goes with you. And I'm always making sure they're filled out correctly. So I don't want to show you my tushy, but on the back of it, it says Detective Claudia, because I'm always making sure the report cards are, yeah, no cats. We do cats' nails in the mornings if they want to come in the mornings, but we are such a busy dog salon. It is an inappropriate environment for cats. However, Susan in the Villages, if anybody would like her telephone number, does have a cat grooming salon, and that is all she does, and she is amazing. So if you need a cat person and a reference, please let me know if you are in the area of the Villages. I recommend people from Citrus County down there to her because she is worth the drive. If you love your cat, she is worth the drive. Does your cat think that? I'm sure. So Hurricane Ivan. So I'm going to do it again. There is no reason not to have contact. It's Tuesday. Do you know what those, I think it's cattle bands that they're called, that you put around the horses or the cattle and write their names on them. Bands. If you don't have that, Scotch tape and a piece of paper, guys. That's it. A rubber band if you got little babies that like to oh, you need cat paperwork. Yes, she's right. Yes. You need dog and cat. I think that's what you're telling me, Tuesday. Dog and cat paperwork. Right. If you're going to a shelter, because please do not leave your animals unattended. I have seen people leave animals unattended and they can't get back into their neighborhood. You can't get back in until it's cleared. And, 125-mile-an-hour winds, guys. Anybody by the water here in Citrus County, the surges would be in Crystal River. Where I am, I'm a little bit more inland, but I'm surrounded by trees. Those trees can be pulled up and be catapults. So if you do not leave, areas could be blocked. Areas can be flooded. You may not get back in. So please do not leave them unattended, and please have your cat and dog paperwork with you. Where if you're getting in a car. Thank you. I'm sorry, Tuesday. It's like charades. Get it, Claudia. Get it, get it, get it. So, and number one, contact information. Stores around our area, I cannot speak for every area. There is still gas. The stores have plenty of pet supplies, including Thunder Jackets. I was in the store above the street from me yesterday. Plenty of Thunder Jackets. If they're not little, if they're too big, you can't swaddle them. Bathroom, CBD, for dogs, not for people, for dogs. CBD, calming products. All our little stores here have all sorts of calming products. Food and water for your dogs. Your water's separate, water for your dogs. And I have an elderly dog that drinks a tremendous amount of water. So I have a big bin that I normally keep my dog food in. And I purchase my dog food. I can empty the rest of that bin. I can fill that up and add an itsy bitsy little bit of bleach, and I can have plenty of water for the animals. Okay. Being prepared for a hurricane does not mean money. It means a plan. It means knowing where your evacuation centers is. It means fill the bathtubs up with water. Correct. Fill all your bathtubs up with water. Any empty water bottles, soda bottles, any of those, fill them up. If you don't need them, it's an inconvenience. If you do need them, it's life-saving, or, at least more convenient. Yeah. 5-gallon water bottles too, and ice, right? If you have food in the freezer, you might want to have tomorrow be food prepping. This is a huge storm. A huge storm. I've been through so many hurricanes. Tuesday has too. So many hurricanes down south. With the queen of knowing how to prep for hurricanes. Make sure you have your flashlights and extra batteries. Queen of prepping, you never know. The worst thing can happen is that you are inconvenienced. That's the worst thing that can happen. They have tags you can put in the info in, like a tub, and close it, and they are waterproof. Oh, that's cool. I know they have the tags now, Tuesday, that have the tracking on them. And I have those on the store, on the Amazon store, the ones that have the tracking on them, because you can literally track where your animal is. Plug their ears. Yeah. Yeah, fill up your water. You know, again, the worst thing can happen is inconvenience. However, if we sustain winds of 125 miles and you can't leave the house, you're prepared. Okay. And odds are we're not going to have electricity. So, you know, candles, unless you do have a generator. I know a lot of people in our area have generators, and but it's a wide range. Hunting tags. Yeah, hunting tags. That's great. Yeah, and in our area, I love them Tuesdays, just typing away. No ears, like phones, frogs for men. I don't understand what you're saying, girl. What did you just say? What's up, dog? What? What are you talking about? You're gonna get it too, right, Tuesday? It's looking like you may be in the cone of it too. You guys are gonna sustain a lot of bad weather. Hurricane Ivan is on his way with Gaston right behind him. So anything you're doing, keep doing. Anything you're preparing for, keep preparing. Help your neighbor. Go help your neighbor, make sure they have all their things. Check in, make sure you have an extra charger for your phone. Okay? Because if you need help, when they're telling you to evacuate these areas, what they're telling you is if you choose not to evacuate, like a lot of people won't leave their areas. I know lots of people that won't leave their dogs. Okay? They're not going to go. I'm one of them. I'm not leaving my animals, period. If I have to evacuate, that means I have to leave my animals. I'm staying right with my crew. Okay? We're a pack. We hang together. We go together. They mean they can't get emergency services to you. So if you were in an evacuated area and you chose to stay, even if you have a phone, they may or may not be able to get emergency services to you. So please, if you're in an area of that, and please do not leave your animals. And the more kids that are tagged, because odds are, guys, during this storm, as wide ranged as it is, the shelters are going to get influxed. They are going to get influxed with animals that have been lost during this storm. Okay, we are a big state. So please, if you find an animal and it's not marked, if you're bringing animals in, if you've lost your animal, contact animal control and humane societies. That is where everybody is going to call first. Post them online. If I see posts, I will share posts. Yeah, and storms come. They're telling us tomorrow. So our crew is going to be gone by 2. We've already had people cancel. We verified with the people that are coming in, but we want to be there for our community. Hands to Paws is very much a community salon, and we want to definitely be there. So we're there for you. You don't have to stay in the house if you think you're going to be in the house for a few days with a smelly dog. We're there. The team is going to get home, make sure that they have their preparations and that they themselves and their families and animals are safe. But we will be there. And I will be live again tomorrow. So if anybody has any questions, then I will be posting the shelters in this area that accept animals. And then you might catch me with Tuesday at her house hanging out with the horses in Georgia. Not a bad idea. If I thought I could make it there, I would. Yeah, and it keeps turning. Keep in mind, guys, Andrew was headed right here and turned and hit Miami. Okay. Michael was headed right here and went and hit the Panhandle. I was watching a YouTube channel, and I mean to subscribe to him. He's great. He's on there, and he can tell you exactly where the tornadoes are hitting. And he was pinpointing tornado areas in Miami. because these things can carry tornadoes. So, I mean, it's over, right? So, and then bathrooms during Andrew and the two of you. I was in my house Tuesday. Remember this? Tuesday. Hey, Marie. Tuesday would remember this. My son and I were in the house. We were in Fort Lauderdale, and I went to step out of a hallway. My son pulled me back, and our whole roof caved in. So you just don't know. I mean, and sometimes it's super calm, and people believe that it's okay, and it's not okay. They the calm before the storm, or right before a wind gust. When my children were little in Cooper City, Florida, yeah, they their friends after the storm were walking to the local store, and one of the kids saw something in a puddle and went to pick it up, and it was a down power line. So, and obviously it was traumatic for the whole neighborhood to have lost this child after the storm on his way to the store. So, you know, I know that I take it very, very serious, and we want to make sure that our team and all the dogs in our community are safe, and they have access to the information that they need, that they have 3 days worth of food and water for their dog, that they have their dog's medical records, that they have their dog's medication set and ready to go. Make a backpack. Doesn't hurt. Takes 2 minutes. Make your dog's backpack. Okay? And if you go, there goes your dog with you. All right? You have all the things, and you have activities for them. So my favorite activity, let me get you one. Let me show you one. Food prep. If you guys are all that food in your refrigerator, start prepping it. Get it on ice. I know that I have ice in my freezer, been making, getting ready if I need to put stuff on ice. The Kong makes these. They're often on sale. This one's called the Chili Penguin. So you can put treats in here. You can spread peanut butter over treats and pack it. You can just put peanut butter or whatever it is that you like your dog. I use a lot of almond butter, not peanut butter. You can put wet dog food in here. You can put wet dog food in kibble, and then you freeze it and you give it to your dog. And that is a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes of targeted energy direction. Okay. You pick it up. Now, if we don't have water, you need a basin where you can wash things. And this would be one of those things, because you don't want bacteria, especially if we don't have electricity, because the storm's going to make it tropically humid and tropically hot. So, but that is a great activity. Okay. And the stores still have toys. You know, I put up our Amazon link, but your Amazon's probably not going to make it here by tomorrow, guys. So go to our local stores, support them. We have a Pet Sense right down the street from our salon, and we have Jackson. We have a pet supermarket in Inverness, and there is a Tractor Supply for those bands right in Dunellen. Okay, so if you're not from our area, obviously there is Dunellen. It goes Ocala, Dunellen, Citrus County, which then would veer off to Crystal River or to Inverness. Okay. And then it goes further from there. But those are our main little surrounding towns. And in those towns, I'm not sure if there's a pet store in Dunellen. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Publix, if you're brave enough to go in our community, if you're on YouTube, you're not from Florida, our supermarkets in this region are called Publix and Winn-Dixie. When I got here from New York, I thought Publix was the funniest name on the planet. But if you're, so those are our supermarkets. But Publix does little bones. They're little bone marrow bones, and they're round and they come in a thing. They're very, very affordable. They're under $10, and I think you get 6 bones in there. I keep those always in the house, keep them in the freezer, and they are a great activity. Okay, especially if you have a young dog or you have a high energy dog. So they're just activities. Contact information, 3 days of food and water. Contact information, no breakaway collars. Do not leave your dog unattended. Have their vaccinations, dog and cat, have your vaccination records in your purse. Have any medication that they need. Create, if you're going to have to leave, if you think there's a scenario they have to leave. And please, 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 if you lose a dog or you find a dog, because this is a wide storm. So one thing we really all know, we are going to be finding dogs. The Humane Society, Animal Control, these shelters are going to be full. Please contact them looking for your animal. Okay? Please post it all over social media so that as many animals that get lost for whatever reason during this storm get reunited with their families. And I cannot say it enough. Off subject, I groomed your groomer friend's black standard this weekend. That is awesome. Oh my God, I just blanked out on her name. And she is beautiful. It's Gail's puppy. And oh my God, Tuesday put up her name. It's terrible. I have beautiful pictures of her outside the salon. And her mom is also a groomer. And her mom's a groomer for a veterinarian. We love her to death. And she brings her standard to be groomed by scissor specialists. And she just got the best in Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday is a poodle groomer. That is just everything you like about your doodle is a poodle. Everything you don't like about a poodle is a haircut. That's a whole nother show that Tuesday and I have promised for a year. So good. I'm glad. I bet she came out gorgeous. I bet she came out beautiful. So I want everybody to have, how long have we been on? For a minute, right? Okay, guys, I want to let you know as I start doing these lives, there is something called stars that we've just become eligible for. Check. Good job, Hands to Paws team. So when we do the lives, you cannot do it tonight. Tonight is all about hurricanes. It's not about anything else but awareness. Okay. But we're always doing free educational lives. And I go live a lot from the salon. And if you see one of the ladies you like, they're talking on camera, you can send them tips. And that is through Facebook on stars. We're going to be focused a little bit more on the YouTube page. There's lots of fun YouTube drama. Well, I guess it's not fun if you're the person being made fun of, but you have some really great comedians on YouTube and they get into they're like a reality show. They get into antics and their dogs are involved. So if that's at What's Up Dog, where we talk all things dog, but we go through everything and we're just really developing that page. So if you want to jump over, if you can find it, because it's so new, you can jump over on What's Up Dog. And then, of course, if you're on Facebook and you go on our Facebook page, which is Facebook, Hands to Paws at Facebook, you will see our store. And of course, our website is handstopawsgrooming.com, www.handstopawsgrooming.com. Okay, guys, I will be live again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed your tips and tricks. Citrus County, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you having contact information on your dog. I'm counting on you visiting our local stores that sell product, getting Thunder shirts, making sure you have an appropriate amount of food, making sure that you have activity toys for your dogs, and making sure that you're getting all their pertinent information together just in case there's an emergency. Otherwise, we call this a inconvenience, but one that is worth every minute. Please do not leave your animals unattended if you have to evacuate. And if you do have a collar on them that has contact information on it, please make sure that it is a breakaway collar. If you have one of the trackers on your dog, again, just please make sure it's a breakaway collar and that the tracker with an app. So, and I wish everybody and the Hands to Paws team, let me just do this again, will be home by 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. If we have a skeleton team, including myself, that will be there on Thursday, if we can get there and we have electricity and you want to get there, we will be there in the morning and start making decisions from there. If we have electricity on Friday and they've cleared us out for storm, we will be there. But everybody will be home for tomorrow. We will be closed at 2 o'clock. If all the dogs are gone that are coming in by 1 o'clock, we will be closed then. It is important that our whole team and their families and their dogs are safe. And we have definitely double checked and made sure all of us have hurricane plans and that all of our animals are safe. So, wishing you here in Florida a very safe Hurricane Ivan. Thank you to all the people that I've seen already out, all the electrical people, all the tree services, all the trucks that are already out, to all the trucks that brought our county gas so that everybody was able to get gas without arguing and fighting and chaos, and to all the stores that have stayed open and are ensuring that our community's needs are met. I hope you also are in such a wonderful community. Safe storm from Hands to Paws. Claudia signing off. I will see you tomorrow for another live.